Yo, 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 it's your boy Sean. It's your boy Sean. I want to welcome everyone back to the channel. Mental Connections. Today is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025.
Let's
Now,
go,
for
baby.
those of you who missed out on yesterday's episode, today is just going to be a continuation of what are we doing today that our tomorrow selves are going to be thankful for. If you did miss yesterday's, by all means, please go back and check out yesterday's episode. You'll get one of our feeds back, no other than yours truly, Sean. But today we're gonna kick things off with our boy Kendall in the building. Go ahead, man. Let us know what you're doing today that your tomorrow self is gonna be thankful for, brother.
The question of the day was, what am I doing today that'll better myself tomorrow? Man, I tell you what, bro. Today I actually got up early. I went outside and got some fresh air, like early in the morning. Fresh air, sun out, feeling good. Sat out there for like 5-10 minutes, man. Next thing you know, I said, I'm gonna take a little stroll around the house. You know what I'm saying? I just walked around the yard and stuff today, man. Just picturing nature and stuff, bro. I feel like that's what I needed, because y'all may not know, but I have been dealing with some stuff off camera that I have been dealing with. So I think today it kind of took a toll on me, but I got up, and I walked outside, just to get my mind back together and see how peaceful God has made this earth is, man. Like, he made this earth beautiful. So I did that today, man. I feel amazing. I think that's going to help me through tomorrow and my next day, because I'm going to continue doing that. That's going to be a daily routine for me, just for waking up. But also, I did forget this, but I did it, but I forgot. I went outside before brushing my teeth, so y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You don't want to scare the birds away, all right? You don't want to scare the birds away. So I made sure I walked back inside and brushed my teeth, man.
I smelled it when I was walking. I said,
that's not me. So I had to get back in there, but nah.
Ain't nothing like when that wind hit that breath and slap it back in your nostrils.
I can't do that, boy. That junk kicked me in harsh, boy. I said, yeah,
that's morning breath.
The Lord was like, wait a minute, before you talk to me.
For real, man. I had to get right,
man. Yeah, man. I popped 2 mints in after that one, but I had to pop in 2, not 1, 2 of them. Make sure that junk was good.
that mean your sleep was good, bro. But man, I don't want to take away from your moment, but I just want to take this time to commend you and applaud you for doing that, bro, because a lot of us miss that and we forget how beautiful God really made this earth, bro. And just taking that time to sit back and look at nature and see how wonderful he created everything around us, bro, it gives you a different perspective of appreciation and value, bro. When you look around, bro, nobody but God, bro. Like the trees, the sky, the sun, nature, bro, nothing but God. And when you look at that and you really think about like how you appreciate life a lot more, and you don't take it for granted, is what I'm getting at. You definitely don't take it for granted, bro. And I think that's important, because sometimes we can get caught in what I like to call the weeds, But the thing about it is, it's funny because we was in church and pastor was talking about this, but when it comes to a rose, most people try to get the thorns off of a rose, right?
Yeah. Not to touch your
but
Makes it look more beautiful.
Makes it look more beautiful, right? But the thing about it is, what are those thorns there for?
Protection.
Exactly. The thorns are there to protect that rose. So without the thorns, how can you flourish into a rose? Sometimes you got to be poked a little bit or pried with the thorns in life and the obstacles just to get to where you're going, so you can be molded, so he can grow you and develop you. See, he knows our plan, but we don't. We're just going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? We just following through the motions, bro. So, man, that's what's up. Is where I'm getting at. That's what's up, man. Good, bro. Good for you, bro. And I must say that's something that I got to work on more. I will say that when I'm going to work in the mornings, I do just drive and have a peaceful ride, 35 minutes, bro, of me just listening to silence. I don't even turn the radio on.
I've been doing that. Every
Yeah.
time
I had my car, I was doing that, man. In the morning times, going to work, I ain't had no radio on. I'm tired.
Yeah.
fuck off, I don't want to hear nothing.
You know it's real when you don't want to hear no
I
music.
gotta go to work and you over here singing and screaming in my
ear.
Right.
Hey, another beauty to enjoying nature is, Kendall, you mentioned how, you're going through a lot and dealing with a lot that's not seen because it's off camera. You take that time to enjoy nature and the beauty of it, man. It's a stress reliever. You
Indeed.
know,
real,
if
man.
if not one of the best natural stress relievers that we know of. Especially if you can get to a peaceful area to where, by all means, please let's not continue to disturb the birds and they chirping with the with the hideous
Morning
odor
breath.
that may be coming from a certain part of us. But with that being said, you sit there and you enjoy just the chirping of the birds. You enjoy the scent of those roses that's thorn. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very good mental stress reliever, man. And I speak that from experience. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's been times to where I just want to take a walk, just out there in the wilderness to just get my mind together, prioritize some things, get my thoughts together. And to be quite frank with you, when I get back to civilization, shall you say, I feel so much better. You know what I'm saying? I feel so much better. I feel like I may have things outlined into a strategic way that I can function a whole lot better. So you taking that time to to enjoy nature, man. I promise you, you continue to do that, do the things that you are dealing with off camera. I'm not going to sit there and say that it's going to take that away, but it's going to definitely make you feel a lot better while you do manage to go through your trials and tribulations.
I
For
agree.
real, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree, bro. And I must say, even when I went through certain phases and obstacles in life, I have done the same for sure. Which I'm glad you mentioned this because it reminded me that's something that could probably help me right now. So
Yeah.
thank you for helping me realize that I'm not utilizing something that could actually be benefiting me right now.
Yeah. Well, Ralph, with that being said, and this goes to both of y'all, I don't know the ins of outs of everything that you guys are dealing with, but I do know it's one major factor that you guys are going through right now that I've experienced myself, so it's definitely not easy for me to give y'all this feedback, but I can definitely relate to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I've walked in the shoes that y'all are currently feeling right now. So for me to give you this type of response, just know it's all genuine, and it's all experience. I've been through it, and dealing with this current situation that you guys are going through. Yes, Ralph, I promise you, bro. Like if you take heed and take advantage of just the peace that God does offer us on a daily, on a second, every minute, hour, dude, like it's going to help. And those might be walks you're going to have to take by yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we do have that significant other that we can walk with or whatnot, but those are paths you're going to have to walk by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So by all means, please take advantage, and that's for both of y'all. Y'all please take advantage of the peace that the good Lord does offer us again on a daily. Because if you don't, it's like then what's the point? Like you got to take advantage of the answers that he put right in front of us when we get on our knees at night or however we may have our conversations with him, and we ask, oh Lord, just give me a sign. Oh God, can you help me? It's right there. And I know at times it can be extremely difficult to pick apart those signs and realize those signals that he's giving you. But see, this is where these connections mentally, exchanging them amongst each other, this is these are signs right here. These are answers right here. Like, damn, like you said, I wouldn't have thought of did that. I'm happy you brought that up or whatnot. So yeah, man, like I said, again, this is just straight experience that I'm speaking through by telling you guys this. So, and it does help. It definitely does help. So Kendall, again, bro, you put that into your daily routine, like managing again, your trials and tribulations is going to make it easier for you, man. It's going to make it a lot easier for you.
Yeah, after I did it, man, I felt calm. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just felt calm, smooth throughout the day. Like I was in a tough, like I said, I was in a tough mood waking up. But then when I did that, I came back in. It was like nothing happened. It was just like I'm fine. Like let's go. They getting started. Let's do it. Get in the shower.
Take your nice shower. You know.
Everything.
You know what's so interesting about what you said, bro? That day when I had really, really broke down because of, what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
Our other brother Chris came over here and something just told me, let's go take a walk. And before we took that walk, I was hurting. Like I was hurting bad, man. I was going through it, But when we took that walk and we actually reflected on the memories and we talked it out and laughed it out, bro, and I came back in, bro, I felt so relieved.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like a pressure had been lifted off of my shoulders.
Oh.
And
you know who was walking with you. That's why I felt like that.
That's right. That's right. And,
so
and that's
just
that same
imagine
pressure
how
that you felt today.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good now.
I'm good now.
Just imagine how your tomorrow self is already thinking you today. You know what I'm saying? Like your tomorrow self is already thinking you today, and we haven't even gotten there yet.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, man, that's great, man. That's something I think that's one of the most precious things that we can do as beings to set ourselves up for success, to where our tomorrow selves are thanking us for doing that yesterday.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
I thank the Lord that we came up with this group, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe too. I've been talking.
Yes.
I told y'all this in the first episode and the second episode.
And you gonna keep telling them, ain't it? Keep on telling them. Keep on telling them.
Like, comments, and subscribe.
Tell them again.
Real.
Like, and comment. Please, and comment. Y'all feedback is most definitely definitely wanted. Please give us some constructive feedback, because that's just what's gonna help us progress as well. So yeah, man.
Definitely, y'all. And like we always say, man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the ones who have subscribed, the ones who are going to subscribe. And we on the way, man. We gonna really make this out of something. And y'all, if y'all have something that y'all are going through and y'all want to hop on here with us and talk about it, man, by all means, man, we'll do our best that we can to give you the best feedback coming straight from the heart. So please don't hesitate to reach out in the comments and see if you can. Hey, man, there's nothing to jump on the Zoom link, and we can figure it out. So we appreciate y'all. Let's keep on rolling, man. I'm loving it, and we're gonna keep on going. We'll see y'all in the next one. See you in the next one, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.